Good morning, students. I hope all of you are fine and healthy. Please take care of yourself. In the last class, we started a very interesting chapter, that is chapter 10, circle. And I've explained different parts of circle through diagrams in the last class. What are the things we learned? Especially we learned about chord, major segment, minor segment, major sector, minor sector, and many more. I hope all of you will remember this conception. So let's start our today's class. Okay, then today we're going to know about a new concept, that is angle subtended by a chord at a point. First of all, we have to know that angle subtended by a chord. You can see this is a circle. Suppose this is a circle and AB is a chord. If you can say chord AB subtended angle ACB on the circle, then you can see like this. This means this one. Means from these two endpoints. Suppose you have to take a point on the circle. I am taking here C. This point C I am taking. If you join from this endpoint from A and also from B, this angle is called angle subtended by this chord AB. Clear? On the circle. Or here you can see angle subtended by chord AB at the center. Means this angle is AOB. So theorem 10.1, equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles at the center. Equal chords of a circle subtend equal angles of a center. Means if the chords are equal, they subtend equal angles at the center. Suppose here AB and CD are two equal chords, and chord AB subtended angle AOB and chord CD subtended angle COD. Okay, according to this theorem, we need to prove that if this chord AB is equal to chord CD, then these angles are also equal. Means angle AOB is equal to angle COD. So let's see the proof. You can prove it by using congruent criteria. Suppose I am taking in triangle AOB and triangle COD. AB is equal to CD. It is given equal chord, and OA is equal to what? OC. Why? They are equal because these are radius. Same radius, and also OB is equal to OD, same radius. So using SSS triangle AOB congruent triangle COD, if these two triangles are congruent, then these angles are obviously equal. CPCT, angle AOB is equal to angle COD. So we got proof of this theorem. Okay. Now theorem 10.2, if the angle subtended by the chord of a circle at the center are equal, then the chords are equal. This is converse of this theorem 10.1. Means in theorem 10.1 we got if the chords are equal, then angles subtended by the chord at the center are also equal. And this one is just converse of this. If the angles are equal, means if angle AOB is angle COD, then we can get the chords are equal. Then AB is equal to CD. Clear? Okay. Now, exercise 10.2, question number 1. Recall that two circles are congruent if they have the same radii, and prove that equal chords of congruent circles subtend equal angles at their centers. As you know that in class 9, in class 9 you got in chapter 7 that if two circles are congruent, their radii are equal. They have same radius. If two circles are congruent, their radius are equal. Then you need to prove that equal chords of congruent circles subtend equal angles at their center. Means if two circles are congruent and they have equal chords, then they also subtend equal angles at their center. Let O and O dash are the centers of two congruent circles. Okay. In figure, this chord AB is equal to chord CD. Now, what need to prove? We need to prove this angle is equal to this angle according to this question. So now see to prove angle AOB is equal to angle CAD. AOB is equal to CAD. It is very easy. Why? You need to prove two triangles are congruent. So I am taking triangle AOB and triangle COD. Here you can see clearly OA is equal to COD. Or first of all, you write AB is equal to CD. It is given equal chords. AB is equal to CD given. And also OA is equal to O dash C. Why? Because equal radii, because the circles are congruent, so their radius are equal. And also you can write this one also similarly, or OB is equal to O dash D. OB is equal to O dash D. So now using SSS, this triangle are congruent. If this triangle are congruent, then these angles are also equal, CPCT. So we got this one. The question was verified. That means they asked in a congruent circles, if their chords are equal, there is certain equal angles at the center. Clear? Theorem 10.3. The perpendicular from the center of a circle to a chord bisect the chord. Suppose you are having a circle, O is the center of a circle and AB is the chord. If you draw a perpendicular from O to the chord here, so I am taking chord here AB. If it is perpendicular, means suppose OM perpendicular to OB. If you draw perpendicular, that is why I have written OM perpendicular to AB. Then according to this theorem, this side is divided into, means this chord divided into two parts, means AM is equal to BM. This I have written, if OM perpendicular to AB, then AM is equal to BM. Theorem 10.4. The line drawn through the center of a circle to bisect a chord is perpendicular to the chord. So it is just converse of this theorem. Here we have got, if OM perpendicular to AB, then AM is equal to BM. Here they did not tell that this is perpendicular. They told that if AM is equal to BM, AM is equal to BM, then if AM is equal to BM, then OM is perpendicular to AB. Means if it is perpendicular, then bisect, and if it is given bisected, then perpendicular. Clear? These theorems are very, very important, okay? Because you have to use this theorem to solve the sums. Those are given in exercise 10.3, 10.4. Okay? So I hope all of you understood. If you have any confusion regarding these theorems, please get back to me in the evening. Feel free to ask me any questions regarding these theorems and what are the portions we have learned. Okay? So please try this homework. So before this homework, I forgot actually, I want to explain theorem 10.5 also. So see theorem 10.5. There is one and only one circle passing through three given non-collinear points. If you take, means three non-collinear points, through these three non-collinear points, you can draw only one circle. There is only one circle passing through three given non-collinear points. Understood? Through three given non-collinear points, you can draw only one circle. Clear? Okay. So please solve this homework exercise 10.2 question number 2. Thank you.